exactly was the idea when you launched this?
This Instasculpt clinic, which is an obesity clinic. Basically, initially we started this clinic for non-surgical treatment of obesity. A few years ago, we had nothing in hand to reduce the obesity and abdominal fat. Like there were conventional treatments like diet, exercise, and some cosmetic surgeries like liposuction. And if a person is usually obese, then there was bariatric surgery available. But there was a large gap where patients wanted to have fat removed from certain areas without undergoing any surgery or anesthesia or any risks. And also there were some who could not do diet and exercise to reduce their obesity, or probably they didn't have the time to do it and the lifestyle alteration was not possible. Then there came along this particular technology which is called as high intensity focalized ultrasound, which was first devised in France to first destroy the cancer cells. Later on they developed it to destroy the fat cells. That's how this technology was first brought to India by me, and we had a clinic doing this high intensity focalized ultrasound where one would take a session on a particular area if you want to reduce the fat from, and that's how you reduce the fat cells from that area.
This eating pattern, okay, now you and I used to eat outside when we were in college and all. But it never strikes us that it will end up into obese and further complications like diabetes 1, 2. When did this exactly do you think actually India has also become a part of the Western?
Yes. This is typically a picture of a developing country. Like say, you will see a stark difference between a developed country and a developing country. In a developing country, there's more money coming in, more lifestyle aspiration is there, more pizza centers coming up, more McDonald's coming up, and people want to eat American food, they want to drink colas. That's where the whole eating pattern of a normal Indian, like what we call as a complete meal, has changed. More and more people in metros and in cities, they are going out, seeing movies, they have a lot of money to spend on these eating habits. And basically, what is bad about these foods? It is the food content, the high sodium content, the high fat content. These are all fried stuff. There's a lot of cheese. Like you can say that Indian food is not that oily. Yes, we do eat a lot of sugar, we do eat fried stuff, but not like this. So our bodies are not geared to eat those many calorie loaded burgers and things like that. So there's a sudden change in this lifestyle because of this, you can say this upwardly mobile. There's a population who has suddenly got money, they want to have those eating patterns, and children, well, they get hooked onto these stuff very easily. So this is happening in the last 5 years with the new entry of these fast food joints into the market. So this is, I would call, as Americanization.
What exactly is an obese? How does anybody who is coming to you can identify himself as an obese? Any particular parameter?
Yes. See, obesity sometimes is misunderstood as increase in the weight or something. But no, the definition of obesity is whenever you have excess fat storage in the body. So in men, when it is more than 25%, and in women it is more than 30%, the total fat percentage, then it is termed as obese. Now this obesity could be overall obesity, like you have more than 30% of the fat which is deposited all over the body, or it could be around the abdomen, mostly as seen in men, or around hips, thighs and abdomen as seen in women. Now what is more important? What causes health risk? Why is obesity giving rise to health risk? Is because it is more to do with the abdominal obesity. If you have abdominal circumference which is more than 40 inches in men and more than 36 inches in women, your chance of having a diabetes is 5 times more in men and 13 times more in women. That is why obesity is suddenly, we say it has become a pandemic. Now WHO has recognized it as a disease. Previously, okay, you are obese, you are not looking good aesthetically, okay, I have to look good, so I have to reduce. But now, no, it is more of a health issue. In countries like USA and Canada, obesity is covered under insurance. Why? because the obesity related complications and health issues, the government has to spend so much money on that they think it's rather less expensive to prevent obesity than spend on curing all the diseases which arise out of obesity. So the need is now to prevent obesity, not to just cure. So we are one step behind, but I think in India it will still take some time.
What exactly are the health risks involved with this obesity?
See, obesity is, I can say that it is now leading towards number one cause of deaths all over the world, and billions of people are suffering. I am saying a word suffering because it is termed as a disease now. You name any body part and it is affected by obesity, but most of the deaths related to obesity are because of your diabetes, blood pressure, heart attack, cancer, paralysis, stroke, your neurovascular diseases, neuropathies. People suffer from arthritis, osteoarthritis. So there are hundreds and thousands of diseases where obesity is it's spreading like all over the body, and huge amount of stress. Even now today obesity is giving rise to depression. A lot of psychiatric problems are occurring because of obesity. So it has become a major health issue now.
So what are the solutions available to the obese person companies in South Africa?
Obesity, as I said, obesity normally, the conventional treatment of obesity is normally diet and exercise, but it doesn't always work, and lifestyle alteration is very difficult to follow. But we at Instasculpt, what we try to do is, firstly, we try to reduce your abdominal obesity. Abdominal obesity means this deposition of fat around your waistline. So how do you try to reduce the fat around the obesity? So there is a technology called as high intensity focalized ultrasound, where an ultrasonic transducer is kept on the skin, and the ultrasonic waves are targeted under the skin on the fat cells, and the fat cells get destroyed. Similarly, you can use it on other areas where there is excess fat. Now people ask whether it is permanent. Well, why is it permanent? Because after the age of 18, your fat cells do not multiply in number, they are fixed. When you do diet and exercise, each cell reduces in size. You give it up, again it bloats. So it is really a temporary cure. But with high intensity focalized ultrasound, the cell gets destroyed. So the cell number goes down. So the amount of fat cells which are going to store that excess fat, that unnecessary fat, it is going to go down. So with about a series of treatments, you can actually reduce the fat around your abdomen and your waistline, because of which your risk of diabetes, blood pressure and all this goes down.
Is weight loss the same as fat loss?
No, definitely not. What is weight? Weight of our bodies is because of your bones, your muscles, because of your water and your fat. Fat is about between 25 to 30 to 35%. In obese individuals, it could go to 40%. So when we are talking of weight loss, there is a loss from all other aspects. There is a water loss, there is a loss in the muscles, then we also have other organs. But when we talk of fat loss, it is only from the fat, which is about 20 to 30% of our body weight. So fat loss, yes, it is very important, but from right areas of the body. It is better to do it from the abdomen, from the internal organs of the abdomen, and from the subcutaneous fat.
Are obese people more prone to diabetes?
Definitely. Obesity means what? Again, a BMI which is more than about 22 to 25, that is body mass index. You definitely stand a high chance and a high risk of all these obesity related problems. But as I said, it has more to do with what is your waistline. Higher the waistline, higher the diabetes chance. Also, if you have a lot of fat around your abdomen, you have more of insulin resistant diabetes. Your fat cells do not respond to insulin then.
Can exercising not help obese people?
Exercise definitely helps. Exercise helps in different ways. It increases your metabolism. It reduces the fat in each fat cell. But again, exercise, there is one. It has to be a continuous process. It's not that you do it one day and you can forget about it. It's very difficult in today's age to follow a strict lifestyle where you are exercising every day. Secondly, there are some conditions where you cannot exercise, like you are having an arthritis or a backache, or you sometimes because of old age you can't exercise. So exercise is an option. Sometimes people, even though they want to, they cannot do it. But yes, exercise is essential for your fitness, for your flexibility, for your endurance. It is a must.
Can you share some experiences with diabetic patients who have come for their treatment?
Yes, a lot of patients who come to us, either they are sometimes borderline diabetic, or they are diabetic taking anti-diabetic drugs, or they are on insulin at times. So first what we do is, when the patient comes to us, we take the normal parameters, as in we take the abdominal, the physical examination, the abdominal circumference, then we go ahead and see their blood test, whether there is how much insulin they are taking, what is their postprandial sugar, what is their morning sugar, whether there is any sugar and ketones in the urine. So we can do a complete biochemical examination, and then we start with our treatments. We start with the weight loss of the patient, which takes care of the internal fat in the abdomen, and then we start doing the abdominal fat reduction, that is the reduction in the waistline. Slowly we start reducing the fat percentage of that person. So once it starts going down, in every session the fat percentage goes down somewhere between 0.5 to 1%. So after about 3 to 4 sessions, we again check the fat percentage, the waist circumference, and again see the biochemical parameters. It has been observed that as your waistline goes down, your dependence of insulin, or the dose which you are taking, starts going down. There is a better stabilization of sugar. Now the scientific explanation to this is, insulin, as you know, gets bound to the fat cells. The number of fat cells goes down, free insulin for the utilization of body is more, and that's how your sugar stabilization is better. So I have seen a lot of patients who are borderline diabetic, like they take medicines or tablets sometimes, they go off drugs with a reduction in the weight and the reduction in the fat around the abdomen, and there's a better stabilization. Also, diabetes related complications are much less. They are able to maintain their life better.
Can they completely do away with their diabetes drugs?
No, not always, not always. If it is an early stage of diabetes where it is because of the obesity related diabetes, and then there is no hereditary factor, like if you are your father is a diabetic, your mother is a diabetic, there's a 50% chance that you will get diabetes. Now if you are going to get diabetes, well, it could be at 50, 60, but if you are grossly obese, you can get it at 30 also. So we can definitely prevent that. And early onset diabetes can be definitely prevented if it is obesity induced.
Now, what's this non-surgical fat loss treatment exactly?
There are various technologies available. The French technology is about high intensity focalized ultrasound, where we destroy the fat cells completely. Now in one session, upper layer of fat cells is destroyed. The fat goes to the liver, and liver metabolizes it completely. The whole cycle takes about 7 to 10 days, and during which time there's a reduction in the waistline. Also, we have another technology called as endermology. What it does is, there are lymphatic channels, especially in diabetes. The lymphatic channels are completely blocked. So we have to open the lymphatics so that there's a better drainage of fat. Also, there's sometimes very stubborn fat which needs to be moved and which needs to be reduced. Sometimes diabetics, as you know, they have a huge hanging abdomen, loose skin, and stretch marks also. So there's a technology called as radio frequency, which also takes care of this loose hanging skin by tightening of the skin, by inducing collagen formation under the skin.
These technologies, some new drug is being introduced in the market. So do they go to clinical trials? FDA approved?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Does this technology have to get approved by the FDA?
Yes, we have all these technologies which are either they basically come from Europe, so they have a EU approval as well as FDA approved. All these are completely FDA approved and EU approved as well.
So is it possible to market it in India with the US FDA approval? or do we have to take the role of the local FDA like Maharashtra FDA?
No, normally whatever is, see, because in the FDA and the EU norms are very strict, the regulations are very strict. So if you have an American or a European approved technology, you do not need to do that.
Now this euliptolysis and liposuction, are they same?
No, liposuction is a surgical procedure where you actually need to give anesthesia to that body part because it is painful. Then there is a cut, there is an injection, you insert a big cannula inside and you suck the, actually physically you suck the fat outside. It's a completely surgical procedure. While lipolysis is non-surgical, there is no surgery, there is no cut, there is no injection. It's like a lunchtime procedure. You just come, lie down. It's like having an ultrasound, you know, and then the fat is broken down, and in 7 days it takes care by itself, and you can repeat it again.
How long it has to take this?
It depends on what is the kind of reduction in the fat we are looking at. Depends on total what is the fat percentage, and suppose your fat percentage is like really high, like 35 to 40%, then you may need to take about 5 to 8 sessions, and also depends on which area you are targeting. And if you have diabetes or blood pressure or obesity related problems, it is better to direct it on your abdomen and reduce abdominal obesity.
So lipolysis, is it more advantageous than liposuction?
In a way, yes, because it is completely safe. It has no side effects. We have patients who are 80-year-olds who have undergone a bypass, they have their pacemakers, or they're severely diabetic, severe having blood pressure, where they are completely unfit for surgery as well.
Do you have any association with insurance companies or anything? Do you offer any insurance?
Sadly, this particular treatment, which is still termed as a cosmetic treatment, is not covered by insurance company, and we still in India haven't woken up to the real hazards of obesity. So insurance today is not covering it, but I hope it covers it tomorrow.
How do you market this particular technology?
The major challenge is educating people, bringing awareness of how important it is to reduce your fat, not just as an aesthetic or looks wise, but how is it going to cause a major health concern if you don't prevent it, or if you don't allow it to take a major overall on your health. So your major challenge is in educating people in the right direction. Second challenge is that there are some clinics, or probably I could say some centers, who are being very unscientific, and they are using unscientific techniques like, you know, the heat bells and the pads and vibrating machines, which actually is not causing any fat loss. It is just causing water loss, which comes back in 24 hours. So the challenge is in people understanding what is scientific, what is going to be good for them for their health.
What has been any approach from the government in terms of offering any incentives or anything like that?
Not yet, not yet. We have our InstaSkull clinics in, especially in India, we have in Mumbai, Pune, Hyderabad and Ahmedabad, and outside we have it in Dubai and Kuwait.
Now, the other point is that how affordable is the treatment?
Treatment is quite affordable because I think health is something which is everybody's right, and we are primarily looking at it as a health angle. So it is, I would say, yes, the obesity treatment is quite affordable and should be taken by everybody.
Can a middle class family?
Yes, definitely, yes. Because our treatments start with 5,000 onwards.
So when you started, when was exactly started? In which year?
We started about 8 years ago, that is, you can say 2004.
So how do you measure what has been the, not exactly about business, but about the whole environment, about this particular wellness treatment during these past 8 years?
Yes, see, when we first started it, as I said, first challenge was to make awareness in people that look, this is what it is, and this is the most scientific method. So then we started getting good response. I had to write a lot of articles in the newspaper talking about how this technology is good and how it's going to reduce your health risk. And then slowly as we progressed, We saw that people are becoming more and more aware, so we had to open more clinics. We got different technologies from all over the world. So InstaSculpt has grown to about 14 clinics by now, and since the problem has grown multifold, I think the growth is parallel to that, and we must have offered treatment to probably thousands and thousands of patients from all over, and we have patients coming from even from outside India. We have patients coming from UK, USA, and all these places. And yes, obesity is growing in a huge proportion, and I think every second person today is suffering from obesity. And there has to be something which has to be done, like an obesity awareness campaign, and which majorly also includes lifestyle awareness. There has to be certain measures taken by the government. And another thing which is very alarming is the childhood obesity. So I think every second or third child who's living in a metro is obese. So this is tomorrow's population. They are suffering from diabetes and blood pressure because of obesity when there's no history of any diabetes in the house. So I think the childhood obesity is very alarming, very, very alarming.
What's the age of your youngest obese patient? What child?
Yes, I'm seeing from 7, 8 years also, yes.
And which area have you seen across India as the maximum patients coming from? In particular, you find any particular region?
From it's more than the south and the north. It is from the metro cities, because I guess because of the lifestyle, we eat probably not the right kind of food, and we do not exercise. So probably that is the reason. So majorly metros.
Does exercise form a part of your this regimen as well?
In terms of InstaSculpt treatment,
Yes.
no. We suggest them for their fitness. Yes, you have to do exercise because it is your fitness of your heart, fitness of your body. But we do not make them do any kind of exercise in the clinic. No.
What happens once the guy this is over? Supposing for any of your this treatment is over, but after post
Yes. So suppose a patient, so a patient has come and he needs to lose, let's say, 8 to 10 kgs. So it will take somewhere like, see, ideally WHO standard says that you have to lose 1 kg per week and not faster than that. So we make them lose their weight, we make them lose their fat on the areas where they want to, and then this takes about probably 8 to 10 weeks, and after that we we are with them, we give them all the support what they need, and we teach them what is the maintenance of this by lifestyle alteration, so that they eat the right kind of food, they follow the right kind of advice on exercise, and how they inculcate those habits in the house. Like suppose a woman coming, I'm sure woman is the one who is an epitome. She controls the health of the family, so she has to make that kind of food. She has to make her children aware, and she has to develop that understanding in them about diet and exercise. So one person treated means, for me, the whole household, the whole family gets into better health. So it's a community health kind of thing.
No, does your company have any post?
Yes, we have a lot of post treatment. Yes, definitely we have post treatment. We have a lot of loyalty programs that you can come, you can just take our consultations, you can take our nutritionist advice continuously and maintain yourself. So that is continuously going on.
Anything specifically about diet you offer?
Yes, we make very customized supplements. No, we do not offer supplements. What we do is we try to understand what is the daily activity, what is the amount of calories they are consuming, try to customize their whatever the whole day they are taking their diets, and the calorie count is done, and we try to put in such a way that the whole diet is the right kind of diet, the right portions, what they are eating. They're eating regular meals, small meals, and generally it should be with all vitamins, minerals, and all those things. So we take care that they take a healthy diet, nutritious diet, but they don't go beyond the calories we tell them.
Lastly, can this treatment be taken by the people who are already undergone surgery, like for kidney transplant or something?
Yes. This as I
Safe
said,
for them?
absolutely safe. It has no side effects because it is like any ultrasound, and the waves go just 1.5 centimeter below the skin. They aren't going anywhere inside that, so it is completely safe. Completely safe.
Have you come across such patients?
Yes, we get a lot of patients who have undergone surgeries in the past, like cardiac surgery or renal surgery or something, but there's no problem. And sometimes, in fact, because of surgery, they can't do exercise, so they put on weight.
Yeah, that's very
Yes.
normal.
Common, yes.
Do you have any affiliations with hospitals or anything like that for this particular treatment? Or previously?
No. We have our own clinics all over. So each clinic is an independent unit treating obesity.